Hello, my friends, it's March 1st, 2017, and it's time for today's big story. We got a really fun one today. A while back we learned that Nintendo was going to do a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild panel at the Game Developers Conference with some of the developers from the game. And that panel took place today, and Nintendo of America was tweeting out some tidbits from that. I'm sure we'll get like a video feature later on and more detailed impressions on what was said. But the stuff that they tweeted out was really interesting, and there's a couple tidbits in particular that I have to tell you about. So first up, when Nintendo started working on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and they were mapping out some ideas and deciding where exactly they wanted to go, they actually created a 2D version of the game. Now, you know, it's a 2D test field, but it wasn't. It looked 2D, so as you can see, it looked like the original Legend of Zelda, but it was actually 3D. They can move the camera around and stuff like that. And it had the physics engine in it as well, so they could test out how realistic physics would play a part in the game. And obviously, as you know, in Breath of the Wild, realistic physics are a big deal. Nintendo also showed off some ideas that they worked on earlier in development, and we saw things like Link fighting a UFO, and aliens, and Link with a motorcycle, and Link wearing a tracksuit, like all kinds of crazy stuff. You don't know how much Nintendo really considered this stuff, and they were like, maybe this is what we should do in Breath of the Wild, but it was at least talked about, and then the concept art was put together for it at some point, so I think it's pretty clear that this stuff was abandoned very early on, but still, think of what could have been in Breath of the Wild. CFM over on Go Nintendo says, I hope they do some what-if things for the DLC. I would love Biker Link fighting aliens. I mean, one part of me is like, that should not be in a Zelda game, and the other part is like, what the hell, let's go for it. I mean, you know, if it was DLC and add-on, I think that's totally fine. I'd be down for some alien fighting. Alright, my friends, that's today's big story for March 1st, 2017. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting and all that good stuff. It's very much appreciated. I don't know what tomorrow's big story will be, but I'll be here to cover it, and I sure hope you'll be here to watch. So until then, have a lovely day, have a lovely evening, and I will see you in a few short hours. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot!